Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Family members confirming tonight Wayne County Sheriff Benny Napoleon has died after a battle with coronavirus. Napoleon was hospitalized at the end of November with COVID-19 and fought hard, but ultimately had to be put on a ventilator.
His daughter Tiffany had kept everyone updated on her father's condition, the ups and downs, but in the last 2 hours he had taken a turn for the worse and he died this evening. Mara McDonald live tonight at the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, and condolences have started to overwhelm us here at the station. Mara.
Oh, Devin, I'm sure. You know, in public life here in the city of Detroit, there are very few people who you only need to say their first name. And in this case, it was Benny. And if you said the name Benny, absolutely everybody knew you were talking about Sheriff Napoleon. He really rose to prominence in the early 90s when he was working his way through the ranks at the Detroit Police Department. Back in those days, it was routine to see the dashing then Captain Napoleon or Inspector Napoleon or Deputy Chief Napoleon on television really discussing the major cases of the day. He was ultimately made chief of DPD in 1998 under Mayor Dennis Archer. After his stint at DPD, he moved over to Wayne County. He was made an assistant county executive, ultimately being appointed to sheriff in 2009, and he easily won re-election ever since. He was prevailed upon to make a run for mayor in 2013. That did not work out. Mayor Duggan ultimately beat him rather solidly, but he was a popular figure. His daughter Tiffany has been keeping people updated on her father's condition all this time, and to understand how Sheriff Napoleon was perceived here, I think all you have to do is look at how people responded on social media. For example, City Council President Brenda Jones' Chief of Staff, who is also well known, Stephen Grady, would routinely update people on Sheriff Napoleon's condition, and it was always prefaced with this: "Here is an update on our Benny," or "Please continue to say prayers for our Benny." And I think that as a son of Detroit, he's a graduate of Cass Tech. That was how this community felt about him. One of the first people that we got condolences from tonight was longtime Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy, who had this to say: "I cannot even begin to imagine a world without Benny in it. He was a beloved, iconic, and respected law enforcement official. He was progressive, and he was old school. He was tough, and he had a heart of gold." And Devin, Kimberly, I know the newsroom is starting to get slammed with calls and with condolences, and I think this really is just the beginning. We're live at the Wayne County Sheriff's Department tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
You know, Mara, noting that he started, I believe, with the police force when he was just 18. So from all that time in the force, working his way through the ranks, then moving over to sheriff, really a guy who actually did spend his entire life serving Detroit in one way or another.
Absolutely, in public service, Devin. And I think that is why you have people who respond to it as our Benny. You don't usually see that. I mean, people say, "Oh, I hope they feel better," or, you know, whatever. But it's the "our" portion of it, I think, that really struck me, and that is truly how he was perceived. There are a lot of people who are taking this really hard tonight. I've had people who I haven't talked to in 25 years call me tonight saying, "Is it true about Benny?"
Yeah, exactly right, Mara. So many people who know they've lost a friend, including me. All right, Mara.